It never rains, it pours for our beloved Job Sikhala, who is still incarcerated in South Africa, and he'll be there until the 12th of November this month. This means that they are still to investigate further. Job Sikhala and his uncle appeared before the courts today, and they have remanded him further. As a matter which is also sub judice, we cannot comment much, but we can comment on the actions of Job Sikhala. And what I want to say is, a lot of people, when they are outside the country, including myself, we have this naivety to think that whenever you are outside Zimbabwe, ZANU-PF or the arms of government cannot get you. That is totally untrue. And let me give you a perfect example. You remember Tinashe Jonasi? Tinashe Jonasi was going around on every media house in South Africa and making crazy remarks about President Idi Mnangagwa. And in the end, they got him. And he was arrested in South Africa. And these are some of the things that happens. Because, for your own information, ZANU-PF or the Central Intelligence is also, they have got agents that are in South Africa, that are on a salary, that are working in South Africa, that have got tip-offs. If you recall, a few months ago when Job Sikhala did a book launch in South Africa, a ZANU-PF person was found at the book launch. What does it tell you? That was a sign to Job Sikhala that he needed to be careful. Whenever he's moving, he needed to be careful. And if you ignore these signs, you are yourself to blame if you fall into trouble. Now, before we look at it, some people think that when they are outside South Africa, when they are outside Zimbabwe, they are at all free. But what you don't know is when the arms of Zimbabwe or when the systems of Zimbabwe want you in South Africa, they can come and get you. You can be sold out by your friends. You can be sold out by your relatives. You can be sold out by people that just hate you or that meet you around. They can find out that information and they can give it out and you can be found. So be careful whenever you are speaking. That's why I also am grateful that not at any given time, even if I would criticize the president, I would criticize him without being derogatory. I would criticize him without insulting him. Because the moment that you do that, you think that you are untouchable in South Africa. Tell you what, the same people that will be feeding you information to say they are planning this, they are planning this, they are planning that, they are planning that, they are the same thing, they are the same people that will get you arrested or put you into trouble. So if you don't have any military intelligence, if you don't have any training of some sort about how intelligence works, you'll be given counterintelligence information, but that information is just there to track you, to find out who you are, where you are, and what are your actions. And in the end, you'll be caught like a chicken that has been rained by a storm. So, remember Nyoko Yamabunu. These are some of the things that has happened to our beloved Job Sikhala. We're not blaming him, but all we are saying is, as much as you want to fight or to be an opposition, you need to understand that cover your backs with the people that you trust or people that you have trained yourself, not just to go around and doing things without knowing who is your enemy. Because even in football, everyone fights to win. They study other people's tactics. That's what you do if you want to win. You study what other people's tactics are and you do counter tactics. If you don't do that, forget about becoming a prolific opposition leader, because winning requires a strategy, and strategy requires planning, and planning needs a lot of tactics. Whilst we are not blaming at all Job Sikhala, we are also saying, let it be a warning to a lot of people, because at the end of the day, some people can be reckless and they find themselves in these troubles because they have lacked tactical planning. Thank you so much as we watch the story of Job Sikhala unfolds.